In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a sports illustration poster in PowerPoint that I've used on Facebook to gain more than 1 million impressions. Links to the assets are in the description below, and let's get started. Alright, to get started, we're going to first go to the Design tab. Under the Design tab, we're going to go to the Slide Sizes. With the Slide Sizes, we'll go to the Custom Slide Sizes. For this one, I like to use a 30 centimeters by 40 centimeters. And the reason for this is that it's going to be easy for you to get a good print that you can even upscale to the size of A0 if you're going to print this out. Press OK, then you choose your maximize, and there you get this rectangular shape. After that, we're going to input the background. With the background, you're just going to have this tab that you can open by just merely pressing your option button, then format background. With the format background, we are going to choose a solid color, which is black. The reason why it's in black for this video is because the Ballon d'Or's colors are generally black and gold, and you see we'll keep to that theme as we go on in this video. After putting this here, the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to add, under your insert tab, you're going to add a shape. You know, shapes are quite easy and they can fill up spaces. The shape we're going to use is a triangle tool, as you've seen me select, and you hold down your shift key and then you just basically drag this out. Once you have this triangle, just place it right upon, I'm going to place it right upon there, just increase it in shape. Then I'll turn it into what I would like it to be, which is gold. I already have the gold color picked out here. So with the shape fill, it's going to be gold. Once you have the gold there, you're going to go on the outline. You're going to put no outline. You remove the no outline. The next thing that you're going to do is you go under this shape format. You click on this tab under the shadows. We're going to input a shadow just inside this for it to have that oomph that gives you something like more of a texture, and it's going to make it pop when the final design is done. Once this is done, we're basically just going to press the control button, and you could duplicate the shape. We duplicate the shape and remove it to there. Once it's moved to there, I just rotate it slightly, and I'm going to put it at this very end, and there you have some geometric shape that's already filling in the spaces. I'm going to rotate it slightly again. I'd like it to be at there. That's okay. That one is going to be there. Then once more, we'll reduce the slide size. Control again. Okay, I want to duplicate everything, so it's going to be easy. So select, only hold on to one. Select again. We will duplicate that using the shift or using the control button and control Z there. What we're going to do is we're going to hold the control button again, duplicate this, and there you go. Once that is done, we'll just rotate it slightly. Is that okay? I don't feel that. Okay, but it is okay. Just for something different, just for it to be different. Once you have that there, then you're done with this step. The next thing that you're going to do to just give this presentation a bit more of that oomph, we're going to go into the insert again. You find this text box here. With the text box, you just put the text box there. And what I'm going to put in the text box is, it's Vinicius Jr. So I'm just going to put JR. We'll Control A there. We're going to increase it in size. I'm going to use the size of, let's say 1000. 1000 should be enough. Once you 1000, I know you can't see it right now on the screen, but it's already there. So what I'm going to do is there you go. We've selected it. You notice that it's a color. So what I'm going to do firstly is go on the shapes format. Under the shapes format, we already know that the color scheme is gold and black. So I'm going to give it a golden feel. There we have the golden feel. Then, okay, let's say the outline is what I want to be gold. Then we're going to remove the feel and we're going to say no feel. So with the gold and the no feel, what it's going to look like is that we'll just space this out once more. I'll space this out once more. Okay, let's see. Okay, there we go. That's JR. We're going to bring the JR right over here. What we're going to do next is we're going to bring it forward. So click on the forward button, then the JR is going to come to the front. It is already in the front of the fold. So what we're going to do there is, okay, so the JR is blending. So I'll just do this, Control A. I'm going to change the field to white, and there we go. The JR is there. Just bring the selection panel here. I will just pull this up to there, and JR is in front. I don't like this font per se, so I'm going to try and use a different font. For this different font, we just highlight that, go into the home page where you're going to find your fonts tab. Under the fonts tab, what I'm going to be choosing is Academica. This is a font I believe was used by Adidas, and seeing that Real Madrid is an Adidas sponsored club, this is a font that I would like. So link to all the assets will be down below. I think that should be good, but again, do I like this font that much? If not, I could always change the font and I could get something different. No, that looks too okay, but I think the font we're currently using is okay. Ooh, but that looks cool. But what if we use this font, the JR? Okay, I like this slightly better. You guys know, if you've been on this page for a while, that I like this font much better. So we've scaled it to size. Just okay, we'll just center it. We can just center it for easy centering. We can just say center. There you go. Middle, it's in the middle. Then I think it's not as centered as I'd like, so you just reduce that in size a bit. Then we'll go back here under that line. Then you center it. Okay, I still don't like the way it's centered, so I'll just move it manually, just using the arrows to the left, and then you see it. Okay, I think that is that. Yeah, once you're done with that, the next step is we're going to bring the main star, the main focus of this picture, which is Vini Jr. So how we do that is you go into the insert tab, you go into your pictures from this device, and you go to the folder where you have this saved, and you have your Vini Jr. saved, and there you have him. That's Vini Jr. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to increase him in size, quite just like that. I'll scale him to size. I think that's a good size on my end. He's in the center. What we're going to do is go back into the format shapes here. Then we're just going to give him a shadow. You notice once he gets a shadow, you notice that he has a shadowy outline that's being shown here in the video. Just moving slightly up there. If you want to know how far you've gone the project, you can just press F5, and that is your Vini so far. That's what the poster looks like. It looks pretty good, and you can see the triangles from the outline, what they look like here. You can look at them, that in shape shadow that we had, so that's good. After that, what we're going to do next is we're going to go back to the insert tab, go back to your pictures, and from there we're going to be adding on the Ballon d'Or, the thing that is going to be winning on the Monday. So you just insert the Ballon d'Or into this image, and there's your Ballon d'Or. For this Ballon d'Or, I'd like to add a different format to it, so I'll click on this. I will close the selection panel to bring the shape of the picture format here. Under the picture format, you're just going to go to this tab here. You close the shadows down, then you go into your artistic effects. So your artistic effects, you choose under your artistic effects, I want the blur option. You'll find out soon why I want the blur option. It's gonna help to bring depth to this. Once you have the blur option, I'll put it at 16. Once the blur is at 16, you look at this item, it's become very blurry. What we'll do is we'll move it to the side. I will rotate it slightly a bit. Then we're going to put it out there. This will help bring some perspective to this video, to this particular picture. So this is an easy graphic you could do at any time, and it will help you whip up. And the reason why I like doing these easy graphics in PowerPoint is that it allows you to, in case there's a change and Vinicius doesn't win, you can always remove Vinicius Jr., just put in the next model, the person who's going to win it. It could be a Haaland, it could be anyone else, and you can just put them in there. It's much easier. So after that, we'll click onto there, hold down your control button. Once that becomes that, we will copy this and bring it to the bottom here. Okay, Control Z. So we'll copy this and bring it to the bottom here. Once that is done, I think that is reasonably sized. We'll bring it slightly smaller. Okay, maybe push it out of the frame a bit more. Okay, I think that should be enough. Once more, hold the control button. We'll copy it and we'll bring it to this other corner. This is just going to help us to get some depth and perspective of this image. Once you have that there, we can always press F5 to just see what we've done so far. And that's what it's going to look like in theory and principle. So do you see what the Ballon d'Or looks like on this side and on this side? It's giving us a bit more perspective. All right, we'll go back to workspace. Once that is done, we are almost even at the end. We just have one more thing. I'm just going to center Vinicius a bit more because I need him to be the center of this piece. So what we're going to do is we're just going to add one more thing, which is the typography. Go back to your insert. You're going to go back to your text box, and under the insert of your text box, you're just going to put it anywhere, and we're going to say the Ballon Dior. All right, I'm just going to put the Ballon. I know you can't see it from there, but it's right there. We're just going to increase it in size to a size of, let's say, 150. Let's increase the size of 150. You can notice that it's not formatted, so we just Control A, highlighted. We're going to use, let me just look for a format that I like. Well, I usually like this Miss Pro Black. It kind of like has that tone to it. So we're just going to go back to shape format. Under shape format, the usual, we're going to fill this in with this golden hue. I know you can see it right there, but okay, that's a Ballon. We'll just drag and bring it slightly there. Okay, we're just going to Control A. Okay, not Control A. We're just going to delete the Dior. So with that, I like how it's coming up. I like that format, but I've noticed that it brings a bit of inconsistencies because of the background. So what we're going to do to cover more of the background is we just increase Vinny's shape. So we have a bigger Vinny here. We'll put him there in the center, and that's what it's going to look like because Vinny is a winner. So the Ballon d'Or there. So it caters for these gold on the outline so that it doesn't clash with our Ballon d'Or. So what we're gonna do after that is we'll go under the shapes here, or you can have the shape format right here. We'll go under the fill. We could add a shadow to each, so we're going to generally just add a shadow to each, or a 3D rotation. I think we're going to use a 3D rotation for this one. Go under your presets for 3D rotation. I like this orientation slightly. I do like that, but again, we could always get this orientation slightly. Yes, that is fine. That is fine. I think that is fine. Can we get a shadow? Let's see if we can get a shadow and see if it's going to look good with the shadow. Okay, that's fine. We're going to move this up. We're going to, of course, hold the control button, drop it down, click on there, Control A, and we're going to spell the Dior, which is D, the hyphen, or. There we go with the OR. Once the OR is there, what you're going to do is the OR, I probably just move it slightly closer to the Ballon. Or I feel like I shouldn't have left the space here. Control A. Maybe I might need to reduce the size slightly. All right, I think that should work well. Just, you can leave it there. So what we're going to do again is we'll hold the control button, duplicate this, bring it down there. And lastly, now that we know what this slide is about, is we're saying he's the winner. And we've typed in winner. I think winner should be overemphasized. So Control A highlights that. You're going to increase this slightly by a few. I think that should be enough. Just winner, the Ballon d'Or winner. We'll bring it right over here. Okay, that looks good. We just click on the Ballon while holding down the shift key. We'll click on the Dior. Whilst you're holding down the shift key, we'll click on the winner. Then after that, we'll just go to the format shapes here. We're going to go there. Then we're just going to say center. Okay, that doesn't look too good. What we're going to do is, okay, we're going to choose, that's fine, that's fine. We just have to click the Dior. We needed to reduce this into a more palatable issue. That's fine. So usual, hold the shift button while selecting each so that you can select all of them. You're going to center them, hoping for a better outcome. There's a better outcome. There's a better outcome. And just like that, I should believe you would be done with this slide. So you're going to use your your F5 button, and that is simply how you get the Ballon d'Or winner graphic. If you like this video, remember to like and subscribe, and all the assets will be in the link below.